who is classified and considered as a close contact for COVID-19. I want to share this with you because I'm the one who classified as close contact for COVID-19 because of my husband have been testing positive. So let's listen what I got some information from the government. Thank you. The person who has a close contact that gonna be higher risk than other people in the community of developing COVID-19. So in this case, if you classify as the close contact with the positive case, you need to go for swab test. Now we come and have a look and classify of the meaning of close contact. They classify if anyone who has spent significant time or spent time since today period of either in the start of the COVID-19 symptom or your test date, whichever is earlier. This is known as an infection period. So you have to be aware and call and go for test. Don't ignore that, please. The close contact is can including all the household member, is like husband and wife, the kids, grandparent, friend, or anybody who live together, or someone who has spent more than 4 hours with you. So you need to be classified clearly. How you gonna classify? Or some person or someone who be in the same room or in a small area with you, suggest in the same house, in the same building, in the same accommodation, or in the same area. So if you want to know more, are you classified as the close contact or not? You have to read in the government page, say explain to you more clearly. If you classify as the close contact, so what should you do? So you have to isolate yourself or quarantine if you are away from your residence. When you become aware of your close contact, please go directly home. Do not move around or go anywhere. Suggest, let me go to shopping first and then I'll come home and I quarantine myself. That shouldn't be like that. Or some people say, oh, I need to go to exercise first. I need to go to do a bit of shopping grocery. Please don't do that. If you know that, direct and go home and quarantine yourself. Then you need to complete the form. For example, I'm a healthcare worker. I work in the hospital. I have to inform my workplace, inform my board. So they need to be know because of this is a thing that we have to practice as a healthcare worker to be safety and minimize the risk not to spread it out. And then you need to get swab and check it and get advice from the healthcare department what to do, and you can do things right way. If someone already have full vaccination, you will need to quarantine for 7 days after you were last exposed with the COVID-19. You must remain in the quarantine for this whole period time, regardless of any negative test result. If you have met the testing requirement description and don't have any COVID-19 symptom after 7 days, so you no longer need to be quarantined. You will still need to have another test at day 12 or 13 after your last exploded. You also need to take extra precaution until it is been 14 days since your last exploded. It's a lot of detail for this one, so you need to find out exactly what you have to do after you classified as the close contact with COVID-19. So, testing requirement for people who are fully vaccinated. You need to get test for COVID-19 at the following time. This information that I share with you today, you can find out all and full information for close contact at COVID-19. So the website, I will put it on for you, www.covid19act.com.au. So you can read through the whole thing, and you need to follow the information from the government that they want us to comply to minimize the spread out of the COVID-19 right now. I come to share with you today because I'm the one classified as a close contact with my husband, and then I have to quarantine myself. I have to inform my workplace. I have to comply with all the protocol and policy about close contact information practice in my healthcare because I'm a healthcare worker. So I take responsibility and I inform and practice what the government require us to do. So please don't ignore it. We can minimize the risk. We can minimize the spread out.